Hello, so as you can see, today's stream is kind of unplanned for a very good reason. I realized that I wouldn't have any time in August to actually I don't know. My August schedule is crazy. Okay, so especially on the second channel. So Venus is also not responding to me, so I decided to just do a stream for you guys who may or may not have been asking about certain stuff. You guys wanted to have like reviews on how to title, how to chapter, how to have a higher chance of standing out in a stiff competition. So this is it. I decided to do this because it's the last day, so it doesn't count as free services, right? You can use all these tips in the next one that they're coming out with. I'm pretty sure if they still want to continue with a monthly WPC, August should have one. I don't see it yet, but I'm assuming they will come out somewhere this week. So in preparation for that, let's take a look at how many people actually joined the July competition. There are two themes. ML is LitRPG and FL is Enemies to Lovers. So there are 800 plus talented authors that they talked about, but let's see if they truly were. There's about 29 pages here, so it's like 29 times 10, it's about 290 here, and on FL it's about 16, so 290 plus 160 is about 350 authors participating. Yeah, so maybe there were more, but they didn't actually complete the 5,000 words for it, so it was dropped. And as you can see, yeah, so all these people actually participated. I don't really know what is what, but there is a most popular work at 700 overvotes by Thunderwaller Universal Hunter under LitRPG. Female lead, there is The Touch of Hades by Tyson M at 1,300 overvotes. I don't know what is the difference between the FL and the ML. Like, look, the ML would be around like 7th place considering the votes that they had. But the FL is just like way out there. Okay, it's really weird. Alright, I'm just gonna copy this first. And just paste it in a different page to show you, because Webnovel's UI is not the best. Right, if you go down to, okay, let's see, Touch of Hades, right? And I go down to Universal Hunter. Okay, so as you can see, Universal Hunter is 23 chapters in, almost 50,000 views, 10 ratings, right? But if you compare this, it's 30 chapters, only 15,000 views, and 16 ratings. There's more interactivity with the female lead author, but there's less of that on the male lead author. However, there are more people who are actually clicking into the book despite lesser chapters and everything. By the way, I wanted to just say, like, shout out to these two people for actually investing in a book cover that looks decent without using Webnovel cover creator, so that is really good. Right, so for those of you who follow my online e-course, you would know that there are several things that you should take note of. So cover is one of them. Title, let's take a look. Lit RPG. Does it fit into the Lit RPG thing? I guess so. Universal Hunter, it fits, so this is good. The Touch of Hades, so this is the enemies to lovers part, so I'm assuming Hades is actually the enemy here, so that fits as well. Right? Okay, so both covers and titles actually do pass over here in the review. Alright, let's go and take a look at their synopsis. Alright, oh, it's really short. Okay, let's see if it's good. In a world shaped by interdimensional portals and the emergence of superhuman abilities, good. Okay, this already describes to you the Lit RPG. Everyone aspires to be a hunter, someone who takes down monsters and conquers dungeons. The young prodigy named Isaac, a standout student of Regalia University, wishes to be a hunter like many others. But when his trusted mentor and confidant, hate alchemist Ironbrine, mysteriously disappears, Isaac finds himself entangled in a web of secrets and perilous intrigue. Good. Okay, it's not a very web novel-like structure, but it is good enough to tell you, firstly, the world building, secondly, who the main character is, and thirdly, the conflict over here. Strange events and unforeseen circumstances begin to unravel the carefully woven fabric of his reality. Each step further unravels a labyrinth conspiracy hinting at the dark truth. one that threatens not only the life of those within the university's walls, but the delicate balance between worlds. Okay, but it's not complete because there is no call to action over here at the end. Right, so it is very generic. Also, I just want to say, they like to use a lot of passively descriptive words here. I'm not sure if it fits the web novel reader market, but I suppose only time will tell over here. Web novel readers aren't, most of us are not native English readers here, so yeah. It is good. Like, I would personally prefer this to the other web novels, but if you truly wanted this to sell, maybe cut down on the overly complex English, I guess. I mean, to each their own. I've seen the reviews over here. It may or may not be review swaps because I'm looking at all these level 1 and 2 reviews. It may be side accounts of somebody else all using outs. But yeah, so far all 5 stars. Definitely looks like this is a review swap kind of reviews for 10. Except that one 4-star, but most of it 5 stars. Yep. Looks like a review swap. Looks like an experienced author. Are they an experienced author though? Let's check. Thunder Warlord from India. 1 original work. So far, not an author. New account. Right, either an experienced author using an out account, or it is a new author who knows what web novel is all about and followed my e-course. Right, so 94 collections for 23 chapters, not bad. 23 chapters means that they've been updating almost every single day of this competition for the month. 23 days ago, yep, that was right. See, daily updates, this is what I'm talking about. Nearly daily updates. This is good. This is the kind of author that web novel wants to contract. Will it sell? Let's take a look. First chapter. Pilot Part 1. Okay, just a scan of the chapter length. I see a scene cut there. I see over like too many dialogues. And the first chapter is too long. 2 scene cuts. The first chapter is too long. And too many this dialogue thing. Okay, I'm just gonna pick like an excerpt. Actually, no, I'm just gonna pick like the start and the end. Right, we'll read the end first. He really didn't come, huh? Isaac said to himself as he stood in front of the alchemy lab the next day. It was closed. He let out a sigh. Then he pulled his phone and nodded his head before walking away. Well, at least he didn't forget the payment. Hey yo, Isaac, a young man with a goatee waved at him right when he entered the classroom, and Isaac waved back before walking towards him. What's up, Beaver? Reed, Beaver, and Reek had a big smile on his face as he responded, Catch the flash, that's what's up. Yo man, for real? Isaac slapped him on the arm, and as he asked excitedly, Beaver shrugged his shoulders and slightly punched him in the stomach. For real, bruv. It's your show, big man. Think you can get away this time? All day, any day, bro. Isaac glanced at Beaver with a hint of a smirk on his lips. Okay, pacing is a little bit fast over here, but I suppose for web novel it's fine. Let's check out the beginning of it. Okay, this is world building. Let's see if there is a info dump. Okay, about 100 years ago, the world witnessed a terrifying event that changed everything. They called it the Convergence. Portals to dungeons began opening up all over the world, altering everything that was in its vicinity as monsters and beasts wreaked havoc in a single day. The peaceful way of life ceased to exist. Right? Okay, there's an opinion over there that I will not comment on. It was a period of despair. Many lost their lives and loved ones, while many of those who survived lost their will to live. However, it didn't mean that humanity was going to give up. The portals had brought about creatures that only existed in nightmares, but it also changed the entire ecosystem of the earth. Plants, animals, and even some insects began to show signs of mutations, ranging from changes to their body structures to those that were invisible to the naked eye. Soon enough, it was found out that mutations had spread to humans as well, and all of a sudden, there existed a large group of people who had essentially transformed into superhumans. Alright, basically it is an overview kind of thing. I would avoid this completely when writing a first chapter. This is called info dump. It is not too dumpy, but at the same time it is not engaging to read. It is you as the author trying to say, reader, here, take all these dictionaries and learn the new language by yourself before you actually speak to me. It's not engaging. So yeah, definitely a first time writer from the looks of it. They got some parts down, but they also, yeah, it's info dumping. So here, Virginia University, one of the most prestigious universities in all of United Korea. It was the university that most superhumans wish to apply to as they produce top-rank hunters every year. This is actually a telling, okay? You can actually do better by showing, cutting to like the greeting tone, and then inserting this into the story as you go along, like a trivia style. That would be more engaging with the readers. So definitely first-time writer. Not bad for a first-time writer. Alright, so this is Thunder Warlord. You can check them out if you are interested. Next one, let's take a look. Okay, The Touch of Hades. This is by Tyson. Alright, let's take a look at the synopsis. Okay, first and foremost, I hate this. Don't do this because when you get featured by Webnovel after you sign a contract, the first few words that you have count to 20. You already spent the first 2 words using mature content. Unless that is your marketing strategy, put this right at the bottom over there, alright? Disclaimers don't ever go to the top. Right? Aurora opened her mouth to say something, but only a shaky breath left her lips. She knew she had a sad life. The worst, actually. The worst, not the worst. English. But did fate really have to pair her with ... with Hades? Standing before her was the god of death and the underworld. Every picture she had seen of the gods had not depicted Hades' beauty. The god seated before her was not an old man with a white beard that reached his foot. He was the true definition of glamour. Well, you beat my expectations. I expected a slim-figured, sad child. Hades spoke, his voice sending tingles down Aurora's spine. And I expected an old man with wonky tooth, holding a stick to support his remaining lifespan. Hades opened his mouth to say something about her outburst, while Aurora mentally face-palmed herself. Face-palm, please check. Wishing she hadn't said that to the god of the underworld. So we can see over here it's a description of her personality to show. She stared at him, expecting him to cast her into the darkest hell cell as punishment, but his lips only pulled up into a green. English. Well, I guess I had expected little from my human mates. So first and foremost, we can see English is a problem. It's probably not a native English speaker / writer. So yeah, Webnovel is a little more forgiving with the English part, so we'll not talk about that. It's still readable, definitely still readable. It's a very FL, but I would say if you truly wanted to market this better, you could put this thing below and actually give a better write-up as to what was happening as an overview before giving an excerpt of what you're going to expect for the readers who click in, because you're wasting your first 20 words like this. Okay, you might not even reach this. Honestly, this one should go on top first. Alright, synopsis needs some work. Title is fine, cover is fine. Alright, let's take a look. This looks like a review swap as well. Okay, this one not a review swap. This one probably not a review swap. I said probably. But looking at all the things, it's like 4 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars, 4 stars. Yeah, some of them are probably review swaps. Okay, no. Most of them look authentic over here. Right, most of them look like authentic reviews. It's okay. Let's take a look. Is she a first-time writer? Let's just check. I'm assuming genders here, okay? Don't flame me. Right, they're from the United States, which is kind of funny. You speak English as a first language then. Right, they have also written before. So, and it's like 130 chapters, 400 over collections. It's not bad. It's not bad. Okay, that cover could definitely use some work. They definitely did improve on The Touch of Hades, so this is great. And it definitely is a rework over here from Untouched, a work that was 6 chapters and 6 collections. Okay, I see what they did there. 105 collections for 30 chapters, not a bad number at all. Alright, let's take a look. Okay, what is the chapter length? Okay, they're using a first-person voice, unlike the previous author. Okay, first chapter length looks great. It's good enough for a length. Let's check how did they do this. Done, finally. It's actually finally done, but never mind, that's English. I groaned before collapsing on my couch. Packing and unpacking had never been my forte. English again. I absolutely detested packing, and I detested unpacking more, but I had to do it every single time that I do that inhumane thing. I always have to change my location, coupled with the fact that my best friend, why is best friend caps? Medicine would be coming soon, would be coming over soon to check out my new place. I have to at least appear neat on the first day she'll be visiting. No, should be visiting. There's so many grammar rules in here that I can pinpoint. That on the first day she visits. On the first day she visits, not she'll be visiting. That is terrible English and writing. You're writing in passive form over here. Remove that, it's redundant. There's so much redundancy. And it looks like a grade schooler is writing this because it starts with I, mostly I. I know it's a first person perspective, but if you want to learn how to write better, learn to use deep POV. I've included that in the e-course over there under writing tips. I think it's in the fifth one, the fifth stage or something like that of writing. Anyways, yeah, and then they have over here, I shrieked in fright. I shrieked in fright. This is telling. Show, don't tell. Okay, don't panic, I tell myself, even though when I know my panic was already building up. Don't panic, I tell myself again. Can you see the I and I and I and I? Yeah, okay. This writer is they would explain the numbers for this book itself, even though they had very high ratings or votes. I don't know. I don't know what to make of this, but honestly, this might not be a good book to get to. How do I say this? Yeah, you might not want to sign this book. It hasn't got a marketing chance. I'll say it doesn't have a marketing chance. Right, so those were like the top works or top voted works for the WPC in July itself. I'm gonna go to newest to see what's up here. Okay, some have votes, some have no votes. Why do you not self-vote? You can have at least like 2 votes, right? It's not that hard to get at least 2 vote stones. These people are not trying. Okay, this one is strange. Okay, I'm just gonna copy this over first because Webnovel's UI sucks. I want to go to, where was I? I was where? Newest. I was newest. Actually, no, what am I doing? Just go to here. I know how to use computers, don't worry. Revenge of the Cannon. Revenge of the Cannon for the Villainous. Okay, the Summer Days novel. Okay, this actually looks alright. Like the style. Revenge of the Cannon for the Villainous. Very typical web novelist. From United States as well. First work. Okay. Writing for fun and eventually a living? Well girl, let's see if you got a marketing chops. Alright, Summer Days. Cover looks great. Title looks okay. You definitely have the web novel vibe. Let's check out the synopsis then. Valentina Salazar transmigrated into a novel with a wig-bodied villainous character with the same name. No with and with in the same sentence, please. Somehow she ended up with a system with again and has been ordered to make it to the top of the entertainment world if she wants to make it back home. Follow Valentina as she continues to cough up blood as she becomes SNS. A worthy actor, acquires different skills, gets revenge against her villainous sister and family, and eventually falls in love and even gets a bonus son. Okay, this part here is good, but honestly, it shouldn't like... Okay, I would repackage this entirely. Alright? I would repackage this entirely. So yes, you did introduce the main character. You also did introduce the purpose of what she's doing in the story, as well as give the reader some insights as to the arcs and things that they could expect. For example, become a top actor, acquire different skills, get revenge, the family drama, fall in love, and you know, it's a happy ending because I am saying bonus son over there. So yeah. But honestly, if you want to be a writer who writes for fun and eventually earns a living, this is not gonna cut it. This is not gonna cut it. Alright, why do I say that? Okay, because if you get, again, if you get this, everybody has this, okay? You should be putting this part here at the bottom, this part here at the top, so that when you get featured over here, the readers are able to be like, oh, I like all this drama I'm seeing, and they click in to read more. It would be a lot better in that. And compared with the top vote writer earlier, right, they have some excerpts. So if you actually have the time, and if you watch one of my streams and videos, write an excerpt below this part over here, right? Like create some space over here, line break, and then give an example, give some examples of this. It doesn't have to be like really fleshed out in your mind yet. You can just put quotation marks and be like, bitch sister slept, family disowned, and lover confiscated, something like that. I don't know, man. If you're throwing memes, because I did see over here it's slice of life and everything, so you can look into that. Yep. These are probably reviews that are swapped as well, because only web novel authors know the limits of this and they don't spam, so they have really, you know, yeah. It kind of looks like review swaps. It may not be review swaps, but it kind of looks like review swaps over here. So yeah, they gave a self-review as well. Not bad. Okay, did they self-vote as well? I want to see. Yes, they did. Okay, they're doing everything right so far. Let's check. 11 chapters. Did they start like 11 days ago? Yes, they did. No wonder. Okay. Right, so waking up in a new body. Let's go. Alright, first chapter is very typical isekai reincarnation. Valentina groaned softly as she rolled on her bed. Her head was pounding, her body ached horribly. Where was she? What was going on? Good. Okay, where was she? What was going on? This is a very good way of portraying the POV, rightly applied. The last thing she remembered was staring at her laptop in the office as she pulled overtime to get the marketing for a new product out. As the newest employee of a startup and a recent fashion marketing graduate, she had no choice but to work hard to prove herself and keep her position. She had been working like a dog for the past couple of months, and honestly, her body was on the verge of giving up, but it was a decent paying job and would help her tremendously in her career. Okay, good. Okay, so far so good. Okay, and then she had briefly taken okay, this is I want to take a deep breath here. Okay, look, it started great over here with the world building and introduction, but then you ruined it with this heavy character info dump. You want to slowly work this in. You don't want to, like, you know, info dump all this. This is definitely info dump. It's lazy writing. Learn to work information into the story itself. Have patience, pace it out, leave some surprises for the readers as they go along. Don't feel the need to like tell your readers everything like right off the bat. Okay, the oversharing is as bad as not sharing anything, but honestly, learn to pace it out. This is too much. Yeah, this is way too much. Okay, but how did she end up on this bed in the room? Valentina sat up, held her pounding head as a bunch of memories rushed through her brain. Wait a moment. Okay, good. This is deep POV again. Don't tell her she had transmicro. Okay, this okay, if you're using a deep POV, you either want this to be like written in the third person, or you want this to be in quotation marks in first person. Don't tell her. I think the author is confused with the POVs here. It's hard, I understand, right? When in doubt, throw it out or rewrite entirely, okay? This is very typical web novel style, so I will skip this, alright? It's got system inside, definitely web novel. Okay, this is interesting though. Chronically ill, anemic, low energy, occasionally throws up blood, fainting spells. This is like the full package for the Chinese drama soap opera. You know, every time they get angry and then they puke like 10,000 liters of blood. Yeah, that's perfect for that setup. So yep. And then there is this description thingy, which it's not bad, it's not wrong, but I want to see more than just description. You got to write in reactions for it to be entertaining and captivating and engaging with your readers. So yeah. Drawing a skill. Okay, so it's very web novelish. Very web novelish. It's a joke, let's not be too hasty. I don't want to perish eventually, but I want to understand what is going on here before I sign my ass off. Okay, yes, okay. This kind of works. It showcases the main character's personality after they took over the body and everything. Yeah, it does. It's okay, it shows great premise. But it's not the best. There's still room to grow. Right, let me just take a look at male lead under the newest. Okay, zeros again, my gosh, why? The Gamer's Quest. Okay, this one here looks kind of okay. Lazy Couch Potato, the Forsaken Disciple. Right, let me just copy this. Oh no. Okay, copy this. Okay, no, let me do this the right way. Okay. The Forsaken Disciple, from weakness to ascendancy. Oh right, this is very like Gemurian, very wuxia, is very web novel. Okay. Okay, good. Alright, are they actually a writer who's written before? Let me just check. Hong Kong, China, original works. They have a few. Okay, they have a few. Why hasn't it taken off then? Their cover is spectacular. Wow, okay, what's the problem? Let's check. 40 chapters. There are 30 days, but they have 40 chapters. That is actually a lot. Okay, let's see. Lazy Couch Potato only did his own review. Okay, why didn't they review Swap? That's my question. Okay, why didn't they review Swap? They voted from themselves, and there is like, this is so weird. Why are there like two people with the same name? I'm so confused. But yeah, okay, they have legitimate voters. Yeah, I'm just gonna add on to that for visibility's sake. It is a good cover, alright? Let's see what's the problem. Cover is fine. Forsaken Disciple from the title is fine as well. Hypnosis, oh my god. Okay, let's see if they actually crafted this right. Doesn't matter about the length. In a world where cultivation reigns supreme, the path to power is treacherous and unforgiving. Meet Kai, an abandoned infant left to fate's whims on the outskirts of a secluded village, forsaken and alone. His cries echo through the night, a haunting melody that will soon weave a tale of destiny, redemption, and triumph. Okay, the last part here is okay. The rest of here can be, you know, told later. Master Lee, a stoic and seasoned cultivator, stumbles upon the forsaken child. The history of his past as an orphan draws him into the child's plight. With a heavy heart, he decides to adopt the infant, and raise him within the hidden walls of the sect. This whole thing can be summarized. You don't want to waste your future, you know, space for your features with all these. No, it's very traditional sounding, yes, but this is not. It's web novel. You gotta learn the web novel way. My gosh. Okay. As Kai grows under Master Lee's tutelage, he discovers a potential within him that sets him apart from his peers. However, the mysteries surrounding his origin spark curiosity and skepticism among sect peers, presenting challenges to his acceptance within the ranks. Okay, so this is where we see the main character's background, the world building, the main character itself, and now we see the plot and challenges. Okay, good. Guided by Master Lee's mentorship, Kai embarks a cultivation journey filled with trials and tribulations. As he delves into the secrets of cultivation, Kai unravels the forgotten past of a betrayed disciple. Vengeance and redemption intertwine as he seeks to overcome his weakness and ascend to greatness. In a realm teeming with rivalries and secrets, Kai must navigate the complexities of cultivation, forming alliances, and facing adversaries with the power to shatter his dreams. Okay, I see that this person is actually very good at English. It's good, okay? His path is fraught with dangers, and the shadows of his past threaten to engulf him. Amidst the tumultuous journey, Kai discovers the true meaning of power and the bonds of brotherhood and the strength of his indomitable spirit. His choice will shape his destiny and determine whether he can rise from weakness to ascendancy. And you miss out the call action here, right? Call action. Join him as he dang. That would be good enough to actually really stamp in this entire hypnosis. They have everything, but they spent too much time over here in the introduction part. This introduction part should be like what, 10% of the entire thing? Your bulk of it should be all these, you know, the plot. What can the readers expect to see from your book? That is missing. Okay? But the cover is great though. There is no title though. I don't know if this is just a picture or like, you know, if the title is coming in later, or like maybe the Chinese words are the characters. The title, I don't know. It is okay. It is okay. Right, 40. Wow, let's see. But damn, they have actually pre-written this then. Okay, this is not good. This is not good. No wonder. There is no consistency. You mass post everything on like the day that you try, and that is fine. But honestly, you want to build up readership. You want to do this daily. I see multiple chapters daily. Okay, that's fine. But they might have joined a little too late. I guess it's a little too late. LitRPG. Does this count as LitRPG? I have no idea. It kind of looks like Wuxia World rather than LitRPG. Yeah, it is more like Wuxiawu rather than LitRPG. Maybe they should have waited for a different genre, I'm not sure. Right, but in any case, it is a book with premise. The English sounds great. Okay, let's take a look at the first chapter. First things, length. Okay, length looks fine. Length looks fine. It's not the voting that's a problem. It's like the genre in itself for the competition, as well as the consistency and the lack of marketing knowledge. They actually have all this. Yep. This is what I was talking about. Synopsis made me not want to read. Yep. It's too long. It's not actually very efficient, but yes. Yeah. I don't know how to reach out to this guy and I don't want to promote in his comment section, so hopefully he finds this, right? Okay, let me just read. In the quiet village of Yonshu, nestled at the edge of a vast cultivation world, a cold wind brew, whispering tales of forgotten destinies and forsaken souls. Good, it's very descriptive, it gives the world building in here and it sets the scene. Alright, great. It was a place untouched by the grandeur of powerful sects or the echoes of martial prowess. Instead, Yonshu seemed forgotten, lost in the shadows of time. This is great. Amidst the tranquility, an infant's cry pierced the silence, a cry that would change the course of fate. Wrapped in a simple cloth, the newborn lay abandoned at the doorstep of a modest hut. His tiny fist clenched as if protesting his forsaken state. Good! The villagers found him at dawn's first light, their hearts heavy with sorrow for the abandoned child. Murmurs of speculation filled the air, but no one knew who the child belonged to, or why he had been left behind. The village elder, an elderly man named Master Chen, took the infant into his care, compassion filling his ancient eyes. Though he had no children of his own, he had spent his life mentoring the villagers in the ways of cultivation and the wisdom of the ancient scriptures. Master Chen named the child Kai, a name that meant forgotten in Old Tong. It was the name that bore the weight of the child's origin, a reminder of mysteries that shrouded his past. As Kai grew, he proved to be curious and energetic. He would explore the outskirts of the village, feeling drawn to the dense forest that bordered the village boundaries. Among the ancient trees, he felt a strange connection, as if the spirits of the forest whispering to him, sharing secrets lost to the ages. Despite the love and care Master Chen provided, Kai couldn't shake the feeling of not truly belonging. The other children in the village and families with known lineages seemed distant and indifferent towards him. He was an outsider, forever marked by the label of the abandoned one. As the years passed, Kai's longing to uncover the truth. Okay, this is telling. This is too much telling. Okay, Kai's longing to uncover the truth about his past only grew stronger. He spent his evenings poring? There's a missing U there, okay, typo. Over the ancient scriptures, hoping to find a clue, a shred of information that he could unveil the mystery behind his abandonment. He studied the constellations in the night sky, believing that the stars held the answers he sought. One day, as the sun set behind the mountains, Kai noticed a faint glimmer in the distance, a light that flickered like a beacon, pulling him towards it. Intrigued, he followed the light through the dense woods, guided by an unexplainable force. The journey led him into a hidden clearing, where a figure stood, bathed in a gentle radiance. The figure turned, revealing okay, this is too much telling! A countenance both wise and enigmatic. The aura around them felt ancient, as if they witnessed the birth and death of countless stars. Kai's heart quickened as he approached the mysterious figure. His voice trembled with anticipation. Who are you? What is this place? The figure smiled, a knowing glint in their eyes. I am but a guide, young one, and this place holds the secrets of the cultivation world. You seek answers and I can show you the path to enlightenment. With those words, the figure extended their hand, inviting Kai to partake in a journey that would forever change his destiny. Without hesitation, he accepted the offer, feeling a surge of excitement. This is too much telling. I need show, I need the POV, I need reactions. I don't want observations over here. This is not good. You started great. This is not good though. Okay, the rest of it is kind of similar. Yeah, this is no way to be writing a book. This is no way to be writing a book. Yep, okay. Hopefully they find the YouTube channel and whatever not, but I'm not gonna tell them what they did on the comments or in the reviews here. it has good promise. They have good English. They know what they're doing. They just need a little guidance. They are not writing 50 like, you know, they're not writing, what was that? They're not writing like the Lord of the Rings. They are writing web novel. It's not gonna fly. It's really not gonna fly. It's not bad. It is lengthily unnecessary. The pace is slow and that's fine, but it's not deep. The characters are 2D over here. You want to actually relate to the characters by showcasing their personalities rather than just telling the readers, this ain't a cardboard character over here. So yeah, it is okay. It's not too bad, but it's not the best it could be. It could be better. So that kind of explains everything else as well. Yep, pretty much this way. Alright, they're actually level 10, so I'm assuming that they know what they're doing, but they don't have the right people to talk to learn from. Or the editors should be hosting this Friday weekly meeting things, but they stopped because they're too busy and Webnovel says no, I think. But anyways, yeah, so that's that. I guess that's all for me today. There are too many works over here, so yeah, I don't know what kind of gems are hiding still, but I hope that, you know, any of these reviews from today's stream itself actually helps someone out there. Right, if you have any other questions, please do not ask me first. Refer to the blog, refer to the website, refer to the e-course, check out all the past streams that I've done before you come to me with questions. I am fastest found through Discord. Alright, I have deactivated, not really deactivated, I am no longer active on Instagram or Twitter. I have no time for those. Alright, I am very busy working on my second channel, which I will be very busy making content for, at least for August itself. From tomorrow onwards, it's daily streams there, okay guys? And I'm making song covers back again, everything. So yeah, that's all. Thanks so much for joining us. No, not us, me. Thanks so much for joining me on my main channel that I have kind of abandoned. Right, if you do have any other questions that I have not tackled before, please let me know and I'll answer you privately. Alright, that's all for today. Bye bye.